Salutations and welcome to the great Ekadasha Divya Guna Sampanna you all. The Prerana Yukta Sadhakas, Prerana Yukta, Parishrama Yukta Sadhakas, Shrotas, Jignasu, Mumukshu, Bhakta, Shishya, Viragi, Lokasevaka, Dharma Rakshaka. See, let us remember Parabrahma Tattva, Ishvara, Sakala Devata Gana, Sakala Rishimuni Guru Guru Parampara, our Swaguru, our Acharyas, with folded hands, grateful hearts, prayerful mouths, requesting them to bless us all the time. So to the Adi Parashakti Mata to protect us and give us the positive, helpful Prakriti. So to Shruti Mata, our salutations. Life, though given as human, we can live it at any level of the lowest and any level of the highest. All facilities, all freedoms, all fortunes or options, chances are left to us. If you want to live the lower life at very grossest level, never using intellect, that too for higher purposes, living only at the Sharira Indriya level, using little of the mana like any of the other living beings are doing, Pashu Ityadi, who will stop us? No one. But if at all a question comes in the intellect as to, is there anything more greater, nobler, permanent, substantial thing for which the life can be lived? Yes. Welcome. You are for this spiritual life in which the Purushartha is moksha. Now, this being subtler, deeper, very sublime, we have to put those many efforts and give that much time to grow in it, mature in it. It is very slow and steady process. In that, the two main things are using the intellect to understand and remove what is binding, using the intellect to think and understand what's liberating and hold on to that. Every Shastra talks that, every Guru teaches that, every Mukta Purusha has done that alone. Here also in this glorious, beautiful text, Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana, before the Tattva Jnana, Moksha Jnana, Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana is given to our intellects. What is taught to us is use intellect and think about outer life and inner your own equipments as to how and where they are going wrong. What are the habits, what are the traits which are detrimental to them, we are harboring in us. Then understanding them, seeing the dosha in them, slowly, steadily eliminate them and replace them by the equally good and positive gunas. This is the way by which Antakarana becomes Shuddha, then becomes operation worthy by the Guru and God, in which the Mohamaya removed, Ajnana removed, then the Jnanam, Tattva Jnanam, Sadhana Paddhati, all of them are given to us by them. Without this inner purity, maturity, even if they give, they won't take, we won't take them, just like what is our condition now. Every day, Guru Parampara giving us Brahma Jnana, Atma Jnana. Every day we are not able to take because lot of operation worthiness has to be brought in us by eliminating lot of obstacles, negativities. This is what is a training given to us by this text, especially Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana. So we have seen the general Vairagya of Rama, Samsara Vigarhanam by Rama, Lakshmi Vigarhanam by Rama, Ahankara Vigarhanam by Rama, then Chitta Dauratme and its Vigarhanam. Every chapter was giving us so much of data how to think, contemplate, and understand the non-positives that are happening inside Antakaraname and keep removing them. Now we have taken up the Trishna Bhanga, Trishna Vigarahana, Chinta and Kamana Vigarahana Wala, beautiful 17th Sarga. Let us continue steadily studying, grasping, imbibing. Like there are some movies of action, excitement, thrilling, etc. Some movies of comedy, etc. You know, some movies of sentiments and emotions. Some movies make us think. So do the books. So do the situations around. In the Shastras also, there are active, exciting Shastras where this Rama Ravana Yuddha, Hanuman Rakshasa Yuddha, or Devadanava Yuddha, they all are there. There are some Bhakti Shastras like Prahlada Charitras or Gopika Charitra, all of them. And there are all Shuddha Vedanta Shastras, Upanishads are there. And giving food for intellect, such texts also are there. Smriti Granthas, most of them belong to that category. They teach us Dharma Adharma, they teach us Papa Punya, they teach us what way of our inner outer life is binding us and how to get rid. Therefore, with that intellectual alertness, okay, each of these things have to be heard and grasped. And by chance, by God's grace, our effort, if you also remember this knowledge and start using that, doesn't take much time to come out of the negativities and become fit for more and more grace of God and Guru Parampara for higher spiritual knowledge of the self as well as sadhana. May we all be along with this fortune enough mm, really gaining to that stature through the study of this and such Shastras. May Lord Rama, Vaashishtha Bhagavan, Vishwamitra ji, Valmiki ji, all of them be with us, bless us with that understanding. May we also throughout the day live life in such a manner that all the time we are in that Shuddha Sattva Guna to grasp these knowledge bits of pearls and diamonds and jewelry. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam Vadavakya Pramanatah Vyakyatah Sarva Vedanta Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Amadama Bharatarandatam Sarva Sampadam Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Nama Varanane Pujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikir Manisimhasya Kavita Vanacharinaha Shunvan Rama Kathanadam Konayati Parangadim Om Yadvakyam Pratapayinam Pratipadam Satyam Sudha Nirasa Yadvakyartha Vicharanadavimadah Swargopi Karagruham Yadvani Vishadatma Purna Manasam Tucham Jagatulavat Tasmai Shri Gurave Vasishta Munaye Nityam Namaskurmahe Yasyarsham Pratita Jagatrayahita Saveda Mata Para Yaschakre Tabasavashe Suraganan Anyat Sisrukshurjagato Tambodhambunidhim Dabasya Mukutalankar Chintamanim Vishwamitramunim Sharanyamanagam Bhuyo Namasyamyaham Shrutya Brahmaiva Ramaha Prakatita Mahima Yena Tasmai Vasishtaha Yah Sitam Brahma Vidyami Vasadasi Punaha सत्यशुद्धां किलादातु यद्वाणी मोहमूलं शमयति जगद आनन्दसन्दोहदोग्ध्री तस्मै वाल्मीकये गुरुतमगुर श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास वामदेव भारद्वाजादि योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र आचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध पुराणे इतिहासे उक्त श्रुति स्मृति उक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शन अनुग्रहस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थमस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं राम मंदिरवत् समस्त मंदिराणां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर उपासना पूजा यज्ञादिनां शास्त्र अध्ययन द्वारा सनातन धर्मस्य मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थानां विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्म रूपेण प्रकटीकरणार्थं च अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणं प्रथम प्रकरणं वैराग्य प्रकरणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकराः यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। ओम अथ सप्तदश सर्गः 17th सर्गा। Friends, 2 shlokas we have seen. Shri Rama uvaच हार्धान्धकार शर्वर्या तृष्णयेह दुरन्तया स्फुरन्ति चेतनाकाशे दोषाः कौशिक पंक्तयः। Trushnaya, this is the main thought here. It is because of the unquenchable thirst inside. We explained yesterday at length what is it that Trishna. Same bhoga vastus, bhoga again and again doing. Isn't it? How many lives we have done? In this life also, how many times we have done? Still not seeking the higher, same thing we want to go on repeating. Because of that Trishna only, what are the 3 things that are happening? And this Trishna is Durantaya. अंत नहीं होता है तृष्णा को अपने आप. Okay, it is like adding fuel to the fire when trishnas or desires are fulfilled with the idea of ending them, where they only grow. So durantaya trishnaya, with that trishna, the endless one. What are the 2 main things that are happening? Harda andhakara sharvari. There is the andhakara, blindfoldedness in the heart about the Paramatma, about the reality. So the ignorance named darkness is created by this Duranta Trishna. Second, what it is doing? In the Chitta Akasha, this Trishna only Kaushika Panktayaha Doshaha Spuranti. Like the ullus, the owls, so many of the and doshaha, negative thoughts of everything of worldliness, they are numberless, so many. Kama, Krodadi, all Durgunas are meant by here Rama when he says dosha pantayaha, comparing them with the Kaushikaha. The other way around is what? When in the Hridaya Akasha, the Ajnana is removed by the Jnanam, there will be no Trishna. So in the Antakarana, there will be no this Kaushika Pankti Rupa dosha in our life, giving us Papa Adharma, making us Papa Dharma, giving us Dukkha, Punrapi Janma, Punrapi Maranavala, that Bandhanam. But the thought here mentioned here is what? Centrally it is Trishna, which is not allowing this side to gain the knowledge, which is continuously propelling to have this Kaushika Pankti Dosha Yukta Vritti is in our heart. So then what's the message given? The message given is as we are doing that only. We keep reducing the Trishnas and the outwardly nature of ours and keep gaining knowledge. And to make the knowledge practiced and experienced, these trishnas have to be slowly reduced. In the other bhasha of the third chapter of Gita, as we know, there are four types of karma: the nitya karma, the naimittika karma. Two. Then the third is the kamya karma. Fourth is that nishiddha karma. Okay. So nitya karma is daily doing dharma duty. Naimitika karmas are the special occasional duties, including sadhanas. Nishiddha karma are all prohibitory actions of crimes, etc., adharma and papa, for the sake of any arthaka. Now, the fourth one is this one, the kamya karmana. As long as we are in the actions engaged for fulfilling the kamana, that's all it's called as trishna here. So long we will be not aware of our own self in us, called as hardandakara sharvari. Prompted by these kamanas only, again the nishiddha karma mentioned here as kaushika pankti rupa doshas. We keep first entertaining in the mind, second executing in the world. By that we create the imbalance in the samashti also. Thus we become cause to be punished by the total. That's called as naraka, dukkha, nicha yoni, janma, ityadi. Therefore, slowly, steadily recognize this disease called as Trishna and slowly eliminate it. Life should be lived only for dharma outside, paramatma prapti inside. Other than that, by identifying with any of the Upadhi, the Trishna Kamana for anything of the world is absolutely delusory binding. With the knowledge this type only, that Trishna slowly can be reduced, made zero. And you can see that because of the Trishna of wealth, etc., Bhoga, etc., how many people are they are doing, committing the crimes for the nation, and for the government, for the people, for even the near dear ones, for the friends, for the relatives. Finally, in Kali Yuga, the destruction has come to such a lowest level that for the sake of Trishna of the money, the children torture the parents. How many thousands and millions of houses silently it is going on happening. For the sake of money, the pair children, Trishna, ड्रिंकिंग के लिए पैसे चाहिए और किसी के लिए चाहिए, नोच नोच कर खा रहे. पहले तो रोते ब्लैकमेल करके सेंटिमेंटली दे यूज्ड टू टेक मनी फ्रॉम parents. Thereafter, by blackmailing them, by frightening, threatening them, they have come to next level of Rakshasatva. The third level is even beating them and taking. The latest news are They are killing only the parents themselves for the sake of money. Trishna. And you know the story of this Rakshasa Aurangzeb. How many? His own two, three brothers he killed. He put his own father in the jail. Shah Jahan, whatever his name. Never gave him any food and water also to drink. Rajya Trishna. You can see the Vali chasing Sugriva for Rajya Trishna. The Ravanasuras, the Hiranyakashipu, the Trishna for Rajya by Duryodhana. Because 14 years he enjoyed it. He wants it further. Therefore, he never gave it, which honestly belongs to Pandavas. Brought calamity to entire Kauravas. All these are Trishna. Isn't it? In the whole history we can see, present also we can see. Wherever at the individual total level, total means a community, a nation, a group, an organization, a religion, when they have the unrighteous Trishna, it becomes calamitous to all. So this is the first shloka we have seen. And the whole chapter of 53 mantras will guide us in this type of thinking and slowly making us realize the need of calming down, quietening our mind. है ना? एक्चुअली देखो ना, यही मोह माया होता है ना, कभी खत्म ही नहीं होता ये कामनाएं वगैरह. मोर यू एंजॉय मोर मोर. And even the age has become old, there's senility, no abilities at all. Still, the desire never dies because of mature thinking. It only gets projected when we are born in any life, any yoni again next time. जन्म जन्म पीछे पड़ रहे हैं हमारे कामनाएं तृष्णाएं. So trishna for money, trishna for power, trishna for all sorts of bhoga. Generally, they are called artha, kama, and power. Think about ourselves. And we talked about so many things. इसमें ही आ जाते हैं तृष्णा that the people should continue loving me, continue respecting me. ये सब बकवास है. Who anybody respects? कोई ego को ही, जीव को ही. You and I as spiritual seekers must be right by now establishing at least intellectual knowledge. There is only one without second Brahman. There is no two called as the respecting person, respected person. एक ही ब्रह्म में कौन किसको नमस्कार करेगा? तो फिर किससे हम क्या चाह रहे? और चाह कोई को क्यों रहे हो? If you have this knowledge, you should respect others because you have the knowledge. Others don't have the knowledge that you are Brahman. You have the knowledge that everybody is Brahman, so you respect. See that Maha Moha. When the first Moha works in our life, we never gain any knowledge. After gaining the knowledge, the second Moha works in this way that we expect that knowledge to be practiced by others. We never studied that knowledge and we don't imagine that this knowledge has to be practiced by us. For example, is this. When I say the Lord is all pervading, who should become respectful to the whole world? It is me. But what I say, because I have knowledge that everywhere God is there, because this knowledge I have, others should respect me. इससे बड़ा कार्टून नहीं होता. यही मोह होता है. इसको करेक्ट करने के लिए we have to be in शुद्ध सत्व गुण, like a scientist. How he gets that breakthrough for various scientific discoveries. In the highest level intellection and सत्व गुण में उनको फार्मूला या सीक्रेट ऑफ द नेचर और a particular medicine वो क्लिक हो जाता है. So too when we are in the highest सत्व गुण and are in the seat of contemplation, continuously helped by these knowledges of Shastra Jnanam, it reveals to us. These higher knowledges click to us कि हम ऐसी गलतियां कर रहे हैं. Like morning also in the introduction, those 7 things we saw. Now coming to the next mantra, Antardaha Pradayinya Samudara Samardavaha Pankaditya Deeptyeva Shosham Netosmi Chintaya. So that is what? Antardaha Pradayinya. We explained this yesterday completely, beautifully, clearly. This Trishna has the effect of fire like. and it burns away all beautiful inner gunas of love, kindness, patience, tolerance, sacrifice, forgiving. सारे सद्गुणों को ये अंतः दाह रूपी अग्नि रूपी तृष्णा burns away. Like the Surya Rashmi, when it makes that panka means source of water dried away. How all the jivas living there they die. In the same way, Bhagavan here says, Shosham Nitosmi Chintaya. By this Chinta, born out of the Trishna or the desire, my all good, great, noble qualities, one side of spiritual sadhana, second side of living like human being, they are dried away. So please pause here. Give a minute or two for our own selves. Potentially, all the divine gunas which are there in Prahlada are there in us also or not. Of Bhakta Lakshanas, all the Viveka Vairagya or Sukshmata as Nachiketa has, don't we have all of them in us potentially? Because we have the Chitta, Chitta ke dharma hai, ye sare sadguna. Use that Yoga Darshanam class knowledge. Then why they are not there now? Why they are not appearing? Why they are dried up? Because we are with these two things of Trishna and Chinta, our whole mind is focused on that. किसको नहीं है देशभक्ति है लेकिन दबा हुआ है किसके पीछे इधर तृष्णा फॉर द पावर तृष्णा फॉर द मनी by nature basically potentially everyone is with divine qualities because divinity is there inherently in everyone but yet why they are dried up why they are not expressing only this one trishna like the people who never come to our classes why don't they come not that they hate them most of them they dislike ऐसा नहीं है but in their trishna for so many things they are lost here and there whole day उसी का टेंशन तुष्णा तुष्णा मारना चिंता so he says here shosham nitah asmi chintaya with that chinta I am dried up of what samuda rasa mardava means all marth mruduyukta rasayukta sadgunas all of them are dried up from me because of tush okay other thing also can be explained here with the use of the two-lettered word rasa in Jivana, the rasa is ullas, the rasa is utsaha, the rasa is prerana, the rasa is ahlada. These are all the rasa of the human being and his antakarana basically. That in his presence everybody is jubilated, excited, inspired, feeling happiness, all of that. Like in Gurudev's presence, we all. Instead of that, the dullness, the moroseness, the sadness, कि हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ खोया हुआ है जब दिल ही टूट गया लैंग्वेज रसहीन जीवित why Krishna has dried up that rasata so today you heard our Prime Minister talking in that Kashmir Valley में full of rasa there he was pouring out his so many years of love for that place and the people. लगातार था नहीं सब excited थे. Everyone says, भाई the king is Modi, Modi है all of that. Because there is no personal trishna there. Remember, in this present government, we have to be in power for our name and fame and enjoyment. That trishna is not there, which was there for everyone before. The positive trishna is there. Trishna can be positive also, no? For the sake of country's development. Inside also seen, outside also is seen, anciently also seen. Inside the country, all scams, negative, ghotala, not growing. Therefore, let us bring it up. Outside internationally, our country is isolated by the Islamic countries, the European countries, the rich countries, to make it famous globally. Anciently, our nation is Sanatana Dharmi, Haindava, which is not contradictory to anyone. Others contradict us. Therefore, bring them into the mainstream slowly, steadily. For this, there is Trishna, which is healthy, which is positive. Not even one fellow was moving. Morning, I was seeing in those thousands of them when they have gathered to listen. It's a history, it's a miracle. A Hindu believing person, maybe Prime Minister, talking, and Kattar Muslims, lakhs of them listening. What miracle there be more than that? Because there is a rasa. Which rasa? The prema rasa. The projects that are introduced there, the development that have happened in last 10 years, facts, they are all facts, not promises made. It has achieved the things. There was a rasa. Because no Trishna negative. So Trishna takes away the Ananda rasa, Krishna takes away the Sadguna rasa from us. In those days, 40, 50 years back, any eatable given, brothers, sisters, with rasa and prema, they used to share with each other. Now see the Trishna, that it doesn't want to give it to anyone. Other fellow खींचता रहता है, ये उसको देता नहीं है, दोनों मिलकर लड़ते हुए उस चीज को फेंक देते हैं. Because that's how the parents are teaching, बेटा किसी को मत देना, अकेले खा लेना. In our childhood, सबको दे के खाना, it was told. We were never told not to share things with anyone. We were never told. We are always told. And in that sharing, there is a rasa. Sharing is equal to opposite of Trishna. Trishna is equal to opposite of sharing, but taking and tearing. How important are these analyses, analysis, and how important to recognize them, slowly reduce them. Remember, in this world, as regards living is concerned with minimum requirements we have to live. As regards the recognitions, etc., the world should recognize, etc., zero. From our side only, whole life, we have to pour in service of the world at gross level in the beginning, later on subtly. The subtle service is spirituality. And in that doing, we will work out our own spiritual evolution also. Otherwise, like the sunlight dries up that pankha, the Trishna Rupi Daha will burn away the rasa as well as the sadgunas in us. Then we become shoshita. The life is so empty inside. No charm, no joy, no delight, no celebration at all. तृष्णा हमेशा तृष्णा के किससे क्या ले लूं, क्या भोग करूं, वगैरह वगैरह. एंड ऑल्सो नो सदगुणा सब लव अदर्स सर्व अदर्स. क्या रे, कैसे हो, कुछ चाहिए क्या, पूछ मेरे से. आजकल कोई बोल ही नहीं रहा सर. अगर करेंगे तो लोग मांगेंगे तो देना पड़ेगा, लेकिन वाइफ पिटाई करेगी. इन्हीं कर रही है और एक वजह मिलेगा तृष्णा. How much that Trishna ke karana, the wife fights with the husband when he gives some money to his sister during the Raksha Bandhan or Bhai Dooj, etc. See the Trishna in her. How many places we see? So to the husband, when the wife, her brother or sister or parents wants to come and stay or she wants to go and do, नहीं जाना तुम यही रहो, मेरे गधे का ही सेवा करो. ये Trishna. This fellow cannot make a tea or coffee. That was slave to the wife. Next life he will become कहीं होटल ढाबे में वो सर्वर ही बनेगा वो जा करके. Who is torturing the wife, etc. for this thing. Trishna, you should say, hey, very good, go 1 week with your parents, enjoy them or let them come here. देखो कोई कहते ही कैसे पति महाराज, पत्नी also she should tell आपके सारे सिस्टरों को will give it. Oh, they are the ideal stories. How many we heard? Such a wonderful, you as a husband I got, मुझे और क्या चाहिए, इतना प्रेम करने वाले, ये all धन वगैरह, your brother needs, your sister needs, थोड़ा शेयर करते हैं उससे. कौन से घर में आप देखते हो? नहीं है, इसलिए आंखों में आंसू आते, गुस्से वाले, लड़ने वाले, क्रोध वाले. not the love wale also. That is the meaning of Samuda Rasa Mardavaha, then Shosham Nitosmi. Shosham is dried up. I am dried up in my hearts of Rasayukta Jivana as well as the Sadguna. That's what happening to मतलब राम तो ऐसा विचार कर रहे हैं, विचारणा के कारण राम में वो शांति है. अभी कहीं नहीं मिल रहे, किसी से बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. इज इन दैट मूड एंड पीरियड ऑफ maturing through vairagya into the jnana marga. But in all our case, it is like that. He observed throughout in his Tirtha Yatra also, otherwise also. No, these are the values you have to promote in the world. Opposite of Trishna, that is love, serve, share with others, give it to others. Don't dry off your heart of all these Mrudu Lakshanas, Divya Gunas, and Ananda Ahlada. Give. Whatever we have is just to give others, share with others. Let them enjoy. What do you want? We are already Brahman. There's nothing greater than it. Oh. इन और शास्त्र ये दो ही बताते हैं, त्याग और सेवा. इन दोनों में अगर हम दुनिया के लोगों को इंस्पायर कर पाते हैं ना, there will be no poverty, no quarrel, no dukha anywhere. बाकी सब हो जाता है. Renunciation and service intensify in these two channels. The rest will take care of it. Opposite of Tyaga is Trishna, the negative quality. Let us see the third mantra. Mama chitta maharanye vyamohati mirakule shunya tandavini jata bhusham asha pishachika. क्या बढ़िया एग्जाम्पल भगवान दे रहे इधर. Very clear. And sometimes even to recognize and acknowledge the negativities in us also is a great achievement. You really clap. Morning today, in our introductory class, that's what we discussed. First, to decide to become Adhyatmic. Second, being Adhyatmic means be close to your own self, with yourself. Then think about all these 5 things. The vasanas, the convictions, the thoughts, words and actions, and in them, whatever are non-conducive for the outer life's performance and spirituality. Recognize them and feel for them, eliminate them, pray to the God. Isn't it? We discussed these very crucial thoughts this morning. Today's introductory class was wonderful. 20 minutes. That's what Bhagavan is doing here. One by one word liaison. Simple. Mama chitta maharanye. In the terrible forest, maharanya of my own chitta. Where chitta rupi maharanya. Vyamoha timira akule. Which is akula fully covered or powered by timira, deep darkness. And what is the darkness here? Vyamoha. Total delusion. Okay? Because when there is andhakara, we are all vyamoha. What is the moha here? Where to go? We don't know. But we go. But we go in such a direction where we were not supposed to go. Andhakar mein, in the darkness, when we have to move, we move, but in wrong direction where we have to not to go. So instead of coming out of the forest, we got into the dense jungle. Instead of going away from the kupa or any well or any quick sand, instead of going away from it, we go towards that. That's called moha and visheshena asamantat moha. So that vyamoha is timira, akule. So the chitta is the maharanya. In that chitta maharanya, the total timira is there, darkness, that is vyamoha. Isn't it? You and I are the best example for the whole world. Let them laugh at us, but let them learn. Let us also learn when they laugh at us. 4-5 years, 6,000 classes we heard. Still we are in Vyamoha. About the world as important only, not Paramatma as ultimate. That's why our whole day schedule, mind and heart also, still are for the worldliness. अब इस हिसाब से कितने जन्म हमको शास्त्र सुनना पड़ेगा? Then what about others are who are total into the worldliness with millions of asanas? Just for example, analysis we are doing. Or same what we are doing the normal things, how deeply, intensely, ruthlessly we have to do to reject all negative, take up positive. मतलब उसके लिए जो courage, the conviction, the willpower जो चाहिए. Or pray to the God so intensely. I am explaining how we ourselves are an example for Vyamoha. चित्त महारण्य में जो व्यामोह तिमिर से आकुल है, द delusion is the darkness. Timira means darkness. Ajnana timirandasya. That is, timira darkness always is coupled with ignorance only. In that, shunye, and this chitta which is shunya. Shunya here, the Maharanya ka artha, nobody to help. Shunye, tandavini jata. One is born and doing her terrible tandava. Tandava means what? Like Shiva Tandava. When does the Shiva does the Tandava? Pralaya Kala mein. Tandava Nritya se pralay karte ho. In the same way, in my heart is born something and which is doing that terrible Tandava. Tandava means the lavish, free, licentious way of doing everything uncared for anything. Shiva was doing that Tandava, and in his Tandava, all his Agni, Vayu, Pancha Mahabhuta, everything were disturbed, which led to the total Pralaya. When the Pralaya was happening, everybody were requesting Shivaji, Mat kariye, but he is not listening. He went on doing Tandava. Total Pralaya hone tak ruke nahi ho. In your own house, your own children do that Tandava sometimes. They shout at you, they throw the things, they break the things. खाने का प्लेट को फेंक देते हैं, चिल्लाते हैं, जो द राक्षसत्व इज तांडव, द गुंडों का तांडव, टेररिस्टों का तांडव. You know, we have seen that. शिवजी का तांडव इज प्रलय, ओ गुड, इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ टोटल सृष्टि स्थिति लय परमात्मा करते हो अगेन फॉर गिविंग चांस फॉर द न्यू एंड फ्रेश क्रिएशन. वो तो जरूरत वाला तांडव है. बट अदरवाइज द तांडव ऑफ this notorious gang of terrorists that are there in the world. What Tandava the Palestine has done, or the Gaza, or whatever it is, का नाम भी भूल गए भाई, हमास वाले, to that Israel. अब इजराइल ने थोड़ी छोड़ना है, ये अपना तांडव दिखाया. रशिया तांडव और यूक्रेन तबाह करके रख दी. In the same way, in my heart, the destructive deluge like Tandava, that one is doing, the one who is born. In this Maharanya of my Chitta, where Shunye, I am all alone there, and also this is Timira, Vyamoha Timira Akule. You know, what is that which is born and doing Tandava and destroying me? देखो भगवान का बताना जो है, क्या कहते हैं ना, भृशम आशा पिशाचिका. Asha, Trishna, desire, Chinta, different words are used by which we develop vocabulary also, but all of them are mentioning about one thing only, the desire or Trishna. So the Trishna, Asha named Pishachika. The Paishacha Tandav कहते हैं उसको. Oh no, is it not true? The Asha Pishachinas, the Kamana for the Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, ना कोई उम्र का ख्याल है, ना कोई डिग्निटी है, ना कोई फीलिंग दैट वी आर द भक्तास ऑफ गॉड, साधकास ऑफ आध्यात्मिकता, शिष्यास ऑफ द गुरु, स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ द शास्त्र. ये कोई भी बात याद रहता है कि हमको, जब ये आशा पिशाची हमारे चित्त में नृत्यु करके हैवोक क्रिएट करता है, भोग के लिए, अधर्म के लिए, पाप के लिए. दैट्स व्हाट रामा इज मेंशनिंग हियर. When I heard this, no, डर गया मैं. आशा पिशाची का बोला उन्होंने. भृशम तांडविनी जाता, शून्य तांडविनी जाता भृशम आशा पिशाची का. दैट आशा नामक पिशाची तांडव कर रही है. These all things you have heard, no? पिशाचियों का नृत्य, तांडव, वो सारे पशु पक्षी मनुष्यों का रुंड मुंड काट के माला बना लेते हैं, इधर से उधर फेंकते हैं, गोले की तरह खेलते हैं. Paishacha Nritya, Mama. Very dangerous, very frightening to listen. Same thing is done by the Yamadutas, Yamabhatas in Naraka with the Jivas who do terrible papa. वो हमारा फुटबॉल खेलते हैं भाई, हमको वो लोग बैडमिंटन खेलते हैं, टेनिस खेलते हैं, हमको पकोड़े करते हैं वहां कुंभी पाक में. विकराल पैशाच नृत्य, बाप रे. That is, I mean, unless in this highest way, if Trishna is not recognized as negative, we will not feel like throwing it away. And why do we need to have the Trishna for the worldliness when the infinite reality is waiting for us to embrace, identify, and reveal to us and give us that moksha anubhuti? अब जो हम शास्त्र पढ़ते हुए थोड़ा आध्यात्मिक साधक का वी क्लेम इन as itself this asha peshachika is doing dandava. What to talk about the worldly people? That is why, please remember, stop all the material educations. First, to give the spiritual education, dharma education, make people first human beings. Without that human being knowledge, when the material things are alone created and produced and freely supplied, there will be paishacha nritya only. Otherwise, why so many crimes, killings, murders, variety of the things that are hundreds and thousands that are reported, we are knowing. Unreported कितने हैं? विशाच तांडव. बाप रे, the heinous acts of crime होते थे वो 80s में, 70s में, जम्मू कश्मीर, पंजाब, पठानकोट, अलग अलग नाम लेकर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस पिशाच तांडव दे used to do. क्रॉप्स दे used to burn, houses they used to burn, पशुओं को जहर दे के खिला के मारते थे, पानी में, रिवर्स में पॉइजन दे used to add, so the animal drinks they die. These are all paishacha तांडव for Trishna. Even earlier days, the Rajas, for the Rajya Kanksha and Trishna, सारे सैन्य का बलि चढ़ाना. Arjuna, Duryodhana said like that, Madartya tyakta jivita. मेरे लिए they have given up their life. Paishachik. Very, Rama is exaggeratingly not saying, he's saying the facts. Those facts as they are, we are putting. Read it again. Mama Chitta Maharanye. Feel that picture of it. Chitta is the Maharanya. Vyamohati Virakale. Absolutely darkness. Shunye. All alone. Nobody is there to question, to control. Thandavini Jata. Vrusham Asha Pishachika. That Asha named Pishachika born playing the Tandava. जनरली ऐसे महाजंगलों में अंधकार में ये पिशाचिनी आकर अपने नृत्य तांडव एक खेल वगैरह करते हैं. And we were told in our childhood, कोई होते थे कोई पेड़ों का, सब इमली के पेड़ 20-30 होते हैं, दोस्त मत जाना उधर, पिशाची नृत्य करते हैं. आई रिमेम्बर ना. Now the city has grown so much. उस समय तो क्या थे? Few houses were there, lot of these trees and groves and them only. The group of mango trees here. इमली के बहुत. In all my childhood, इमली और this neem and आम. जंगल में और सीताफल. These are the 4 trees. So much we used to see. शाम को 6 हो गया तो don't go to those trees. Pishachis will be dancing there. So in the Aranyam, in the night time, the Shiva, that Vilaya Tandava, Pralaya Tandava, they do. You know, that Vilaya Tandava word you heard, 2013, केदारनाथ में, मंदाकिनी नदी का विलय तांडव हो गया. विलय, सब लय हो गया. और many other floods आ गए तो विलय तांडव, even भूकंप विलय तांडव, cyclone has come, tsunami has come, विलय तांडव, do the war between two countries, विलय तांडव. The recent one 3 साल पहले, इतना जल्दी भूल जाते हैं. Not only the Shastras, see that Vilaya Tandava by that Corona. In front of our own eyes, we have seen 100,000 lakhs died. Wholesale में उनको जला दिया, बर्न किया. क्या हो? We were all thinking, बचेगी क्या दुनिया of human beings? But we are so busy in our Krishna and Bhoga, all that news we forget only. The crimes, the wars, the epidemics, the pandemics, the natural calamities. These are all examples of Tandava. I am telling her. In the same way, the Trishna Pishachini, Asha Pishachini is playing the Tandava in my Shunya Chitta Maharanya, which is full of Vyamoha Timira. Shunya here is no God, no Guru, no direction or guidance of them to live a noble life. Therefore, this Pishachini has come. Like in the forest jungle, कोई ऋषि मुनि आश्रम है, साधना हो रहा है, या कोई मंदिर है, तो दो पिशाचिनी वहां नहीं आते. They are shunya. That means where there is no guru direction, guru guidance or shastra dhenam, spiritual thoughts. In that shunya chitta, these kamana rupi Trishna plays Tandava. As I told you, in the Tandava effect of Trishna, like the Pishachi Tandava natural calamity, बुद्धि का नाश, मन का नाश, इंद्रियों का नाश, शरीर का, शक्तियों का, every one of them get destroyed. Is it not because our trishnas and desires, time is wasted, every movement to movement, all vital energies, abilities, stages, who have khattam satyanash. Every of our faculties and their powers just misuse, like offering to the fire the famous or most pious amrita like things. हो नहीं रहा क्या? तृष्णा ही सारा गला रहा है हमारे सारे गुणों को, सारे दिव्यताओं को, सारे all good sankalpas we take, good decisions we take, good initiatives we have taken up, तृष्णा के तांडव करके सब सत्यानाश. तृष्णा आशा पिशाचिका, बाप रे बाप, वृषमा. Therefore children, don't entertain their ashas, asha pishachika, then they become rakshasas to the world. Teach them these two things: work hard and earn. Second is be contented with whatever minimum. Third, be a giver, not the receiver. Because in giving, control is in our hands. In receiving, it's not in our hands. The giver should be there other than us. If they don't give, that the receiving mentality creates the crime, makes us do the crimes. देखो बाबा कितना important है वाला. Let the whole world be trained as givers, as producers, not the covetous and all. Then tune as much as to the spirituality, Lord, throughout the day. नहीं तो क्या होगा? शून्य हो जाएगा. When the mind is without Paramatma's thoughts, noble thoughts, etc., there this Shiva, this Pishachini, Asha wali, ज़्यादा तांडव करती है. We cannot leave the mind free. वही तो तबाह कर रहा है हमको. See the Maya, the people who don't come to satsang, mind is filled with asha pishachis and they destroyed. अरे बाबा थोड़ा तसल्ली मिलेगी वगैरह तो नहीं आ रहे. Now you understood the meaning of asha pishachi, how making them play, making tandava in them, not allowing them to come to the class, not allowing them to be spiritual. Who are they? You also, we also. हमारा क्या है? क्लास तक आने का परमिशन दे रहा है ये आशा पिशाची. Beyond that, do we do our homework, our study, intense deep contemplation, meditation? एक दिया किताब गिलास होते ही, अगर किताब है तो सी माई इमेजिनेशन यू कैरी अ किताब. आत्मतृप्ति के लिए करता हूँ मैं. इफ यू हैव बॉट ए बुक यू वुड हैव शोन मी और इतने वन मैसेज, स्वामी जी हमने डाउनलोड किया, तैयार है मैसेज. So these subtle way I talk, even दो तीन लोग आप जो अभी भाग जाओगे, इसलिए I refrain myself. I'm a beggar. Beggars have no choice. Everyday reporting. This sadhana we have done. This study we have done. If you take me as somebody to help you, तुमको बहुत सारे बाबे लोग हैं. हाँ, उसमें से एक आप ठीक है. नमस्कार. आशा पिशाच. This is my आशा पिशाचिका. I don't have it. I'm just telling. So, मम चित्त महारण्ये व्यामोह तिमिराकुले शून्ये तांडविनी जाता भृशम आशा पिशाचिका. आशा पिशाची जन्म लिया कर रही है तांडव रे बाबा. So in this the sadhana itself is mentioned. What is first? That Maharanya of millions of thoughts usko reduce karo karma yoga se. Second one is Vyamoha Timirakule. That confusion, Vyamoha of the darkness, remove it by Jnana Yoga through Shastra Adhyanam. Third, by Shunya. Don't keep it empty. Keep it filled with Bhagwan and his Bhakti, etc. Bhakti to Bhagwan. Then the Shunyata is removed. Then this Asha Pishachika will not come. Because आशा पिशाचिका आने के लिए तीन होना चाहिए. एक महारण्य, second is तिमिरा, third is शून्य. Maharanya is lack of karma yoga. Shunya is lack of bhakti yoga. Timira is lack of jnana yoga. So bhakti, jnana, karma yoga. When these three we do in the karma yoga, Ashtanga also you can add it. When that is done, this Asha Pishachika will not be there. To do her pralaya, vilaya, tandava. From that comes the personalities like Puja Gurudeva, Adi Shankara Vyasa, whose whole life is only in dedication for the world's betterment in spirituality mainly. Can you imagine Gurudev has any asha? कि मुझे ये चाहिए वो चाहिए. You can't even imagine a dream. His asha, trishna are only positive. Let the Sanatana Dharma glory is brought to people. Let the people get the support of it for their spiritual evolution, thereby protecting themselves and also world from this Kali's effect of terrible negativities. That's not a negative asha, it's a positive. It is Daiviya Sankalpa. It's a Loka Seva. You can't call it as Trishna or Asha. Trishna, Asha are generally to be used for negative things. See that personality who are bent upon sacrificing their whole life for the service of the world, and we are wanting the world to serve us for our endless, never satiating Asha Pishachi or Trishna. Duranta, yesterday in the earlier श्लोक में आया कि नहीं, वो आशाएं जिनका अंत नहीं होता. We have to put an end to them by reversing the gear of serving the world. भोगी के बजाय योगी बनना है, त्यागी बनना है. Instead of receiver, become giver. Instead of consumer, become the producer. Instead of becoming नास्तिका, become आस्तिक. चिंता की जगह चिंतन ले आना. Instead of attachments to the world, devotion to the God. These are the things we have to bring. बहुत important topics ये सब मैं तो बता रहा हूँ. एक एक श्लोक एक एक घंटा पढ़ सकते. So 32,000 hours. How I mean? 32,000 means 8,000 years. Because 32,000. One day has got 24 hours, no? So 24/8 means 1000 के ऊपर वो 1250 साल बस लगते हैं. इतना ज़्यादा नहीं. Anyway, next one. वचो रचित निहारा कांचनो पवनोज्ज्वला नूनम विकासमायाति चिंता चणक मंजरी. Oh, very good way. है ना? वचो रचित निहारा कांचन उपवन उज्ज्वला then नूनम विकासमायाति चिंता चणक मंजरी. चिंता चनक मंजरी. ओके, चिंता चणक मंजरी. चणक मंजरी चने का बगीचा. आई डोंट नो चना कैसा होता है वो. अब तो चने का भुट्टा तो देखा है भैया. सो द चिंता चणक मंजरी. चणक मंजरी Chanaka means Cheneka, Danoka, Butta. Manjari is the whole field of it. So Chinta, the worry or the asha, is compared with that. Chinta Chanaka Manjari, Vikasa Mayati. How it is growing. है ना, when this चने वगैरह के आते, every of the birds come there, attack. So here the birds are all the negative thoughts born out of the basic thought of desires. चिंता, डिजायर एक बार आ गया ना, तृष्णा, उसको फुलफिल करने के लिए every type of negative thoughts come. That you compare with Chinta Chanaka Manjari here. Vikasa Mayati. How it becomes Vikasita, grown up. What is the watering to it? What is that which is giving kurak to it for it to grow? These are the two things. Very powerful. Huh? I don't know. I'm able to discuss all these things thoroughly with you, but very powerful things. Two things. Little elaborately we'll discuss them more. Only we mention it today. One is Vacho Rachita Nihara. चने को अच्छी तरह ग्रो करने के लिए निहार चाहिए. Nihara means the snow, etc. So what is the nihara for it to grow? Vacho rachita, the vachana. This vachana in Gita called as Yamimam Pushpitam Vacham. In English called as flowery language. Generally, we understand the sweet nectarine words of delusion. Simple meaning is what? How we, when we watch the TV, for the ads of different products, how lovingly Vacho Rachita they speak that we are enchanted by it. To flowery language. That the flowery language includes, that's why I said it takes time to explain, the tempting nation things in that, the promising things in that. Best thing, the latest trend अभी जो चल रहा है, the political speeches by the politician कि मैं ये करूँगा, वो करूँगा, मुझे ये वोट दे दो, that's called vacho rachita nihara. Here the vacho rachana is that type of books we read, that type of people we meet, the type of talk we have with the people, the type of places we go, in which these words inspiring for the asha or kamana are heard by us. Nowadays, watching cinema, watching TV, nothing but bhoga samskara they are creating in us. Bhoga vasana, bhoga vritti, pravritti. सब वही तो है. In a movie, to avoid the सेंसार का वगैरह 2 मिनट कोई ऑनेस्टी, कुछ स्पिरिचुअलिटी, मंदिर, कुछ प्रेम बताते, बाकी 2 घंटे का सिनेमा सारा भोग ही है, राक्षसत्व अदरवाइज. तो वचो रचित निहार से दिस चिंता नेम्ड चनक मंजरी ग्रोस. वन. सेकंड इज व्हाट? कि तृष्णा, सॉरी, कांचन उपवन उज्ज्वला. It is grown in Ujjvala Rupa in the Upavana named as Kanchana. Kanchana means wealth. When we have lot of wealth, also we have lot of sweet words tempting us for the bhoga are there. Do you think we can control ourselves? This chinta means the asha, chinta, all of them are same. वो तो चढ़का मंजरी तो इतना उगेगा. That's why you see when you have lot of money, desires also will grow. Then take your children to every picnic, every party, every bhoga, every shopping, every week to different hotels for eating, enjoyment, and never to satsang, never to a Mahatma, never to a temple. हिम्मत ही नहीं पोते को कहने का, बेटा स्वामी जी का क्लास सुन. हम वो लोग तलाक दे देंगे दादाजी को डर है. होते इन द वर्ल्ड सत्यानाश हो जाए, लेकिन मेरे को नहीं छोड़े वो. मैं उनको स्पिरिचुअलिटी के लिए खो दूंगा, वो मेरे को छोड़ेंगे. दिस इज वी अंडर एस्टिमेट देम. They also are genuine because you are there, Dadaji. They are only waiting for you to tell. And don't wait like Lord Krishna till Arjuna asks, I will not tell. Yeah. You keep telling. If nobody tells, at that time वक्त में अर्जुन के मन में वो थॉट नहीं आता. He was listening but not taking seriously. This time he was not listening, but all those things he took seriously started working. Therefore, he wanted to know the knowledge now. That's why he surrendered to the God. To our children, grandchildren, वो हमारा अमानत है ना, हम उनके अमानत, हमारे अमानत उनको देना चाहिए. The whole thing, that is spiritual. Tell them. मैं तो इतना फील कर रहा हूँ. When I heard the other day कि 60 crores of Indians have crossed the गरीबी की रेखा and they have got good purchasing capacity. मेरे को इतना दुख हो रहा था कि अब ऐसा भोगी बनेंगे रे बाबा. In this way, if the Modi makes all Indians like Americans, India will become like America. Bhoga bhumi, nobody will come to satsang. No, see ये जो किसी की शादी हो रही, कितना spirituality की I don't know, किए भी होंगे, अच्छे लोग हैं वो वैसे तो. Everybody will come rich. I'm explaining all this from this word. Kanchana upavana ujjvala. Kanchana is the wealth. When you have plenty of wealth and purchasing capacity, and Vachorachita Nihara, when I listen to these sweet nectarine words of temptation for the bhoga, do you think the desire, chinta, chanaka manjari, will it not grow? It will to panapega itna wo andar bahar. So it shows us that the sadhana, not to, if you don't want to allow the chinta, chanaka manjari to grow, if the desires, trishnas, you don't want to grow, do these two things. Vacho rachita nihara, don't give it. Don't listen to those flowery language. In Gita, these two shlokas are important. 48, 9, 50, 52 ऐसा कुछ. किन याम इमाम पुष्पितां वाचम प्रवदन्ति अविपश्चितः वेदवादरतः पार्थ. Even they quote Vedas only to justify the यज्ञ कांड कर्म कांड फॉर फलाशक्ति भोगाशक्ति. देखो वेद में ही बताया भोग पाना है उसके लिए यज्ञ करना है. यज्ञ वेद ने कुछ सिस्टमैटिकली करके पाओ जो भी तुमको कामना है तो फॉर दैट रीजन इट गेव. वेद का अल्टीमेट गोल इज मोक्ष ओनली. But now like we are with adharma and papa, we are becoming kami and arthi. Therefore, to protect us from adharma and papa, Veda gave a paddhati to gain the artha kama also through the Agni Yaga. That doesn't mean Veda has sanctioned us to become arthavan and kamavan. The people quote, that's what is. Yam imam pushpitam vacham parvadanti avipashchitaha vedavadarataha na anyadastiti vadinaha kamatmana swargaparaha जन्म कर्म फल प्रदाम क्रिया विशेष बहुड़ाम भोग ऐश्वर्य गतिम प्रति. Therefore, भोग ऐश्वर्य प्रसक्तानाम, see, भोग ऐश्वर्य तया अपहृत चेतसाम, the one whose chitta is looted by these two, व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि समाधौ न विधीयते. In the yoga samadhi or bhakti samadhi or jnana samadhi, the vyavasayatmika buddhi, the nishchaya that I want to achieve it, and this is the way that is achieved, and in this sadhana I am nishchaya yukta, na vidhiyate. That's why Bhagavan says, Traigunya Vishya Vedaha Nistraigunya Bhava. Nirdvandvaha Nitya Sattvastha Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. Why? Yavanartha Udapane Saratasam. All your water requirements that are fulfilled in a well are fulfilled also in a river. Same way, all the Sukhabhoga you get through all Artha Kama are already included in the Brahmanubhuti. Therefore, go for it. Yavan Artha Udapane Sarvata Samprudodake Tavan Sarvesh Vedesh Brahmane Vichanata. These are all 41, 42, 43, 41, 45, 46 slokas. Then comes, therefore, Karmanye Vadikaraste shloka. Gita. So, Vacho Rachta Nihara means the flowery language. Either we ourselves talk to ourselves, yeah, the people around us talk, or the media paper they talk about the joy, sukha, bhoga gained through involving in this or that object through the desire. They create desires in us. And we have a lot of money. Kanchana upavana ujjvala. Noonam, indeed, because of these two, vikasamayati, going on growing, chinta chanaka manjari. The chinta navaki chanaka manjari. Chanaka manjari is just an example. Okay, yeah. Now, अलवन्तर्भ्रमायैव तृष्णातरलिताशया आयाता विषमोल्लासः उल्लासम् ऊर्मिरम्बुनिधाविव. Then this Trishna is enough to drown us in the ocean of samsara. That is the meaning. Tomorrow we thoroughly study. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantari. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namo. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. देखो सुनना जरूरी है इन चीजों को, तभी जाकर एक दिन हम उसको स्वीकार करेंगे, समझेंगे. सुनने कोई तैयार नहीं है तो ओनली गुडी गुडी थिंग्स ऑफ भक्ति ज्ञानम सुनने से नहीं बनता. एंड सुनने मात्र से वी कांट डू दो साधनास अनलेस वी गिव अप दिस नेगेटिव. नॉट इवन इंच वी कैन मूव. न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न तारकं नेमानो तस्य दासः नारायण दासरतां सीता रामनो राम मंगल राम ब्रह्मलोक. बोल श्रीयावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास वामदेव भरद्वाज समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या योग दर्शन योग वासिष्ठ रामायण आचार्य की जय. समस्त ऋषि गुरु देवता गण की जय. समस्त श्रुति स्मृति पुराण शास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती मध्य हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण राम राम बिंबाद माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक से उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मोक्ष मुक्त गण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स फॉर योर पेशेंट ऑडियंस और लिसनिंग. ओम श्री राम. थैंक यू. Join in 5 minutes.